Hello, my name's Claire and I'm the owner and operator of the Therapies Network. The Therapies Network is a low-cost collaborative network, a group of therapists who are enthusiastic about coming together to support each other as colleagues, to beat loneliness in their practice and to find their tribe, and recently also to dispel myths about therapies. In turn, this promotes their passion for helping their clients and each other, normalizes therapeutic practices for heart-led people in therapy, and improves well-being for humans and animals and the planet at large. And that is our mission, to do that. Today's therapist interview is based on their training level and experience and does not constitute medical advice or claims. Please always consult your GP before you research which therapy might be best for you. So I'd like to introduce you now to Yolanda. Yolanda, tell me what your therapy is that you practice and exactly how it works.
Hiya. Hello, Claire. I'm Yolanda and I live in Folkestone, and I do massage and I do reflexology. So basically the therapies I do is not, massage is a very wide thing to think about, so I can explain you a little bit further. So I do, for example, relaxing massages, and I do remedial, which means like somebody having some niggles, like some pains, maybe problem with the shoulders, and I kind of, you know, help them to release that. And then I do reflexology, foot reflexology mainly, which is based on the reflex points on the feet, that they are in the whole body. And then by working on those points, you actually release also ailments or well, not ailments, you just, it's about aches and pains as well, or things you might have, congestion areas. And it's really good because, you know, you see on the feet and then you see it's like the heart. That doesn't mean you're going to have a heart problem if there is a something there, but it means that, you know, it's releasing the area that is congested. And it's very relaxing as well. Reflexology, I find that is very good for leveling the hormones. Is, you know, it's amazing. It's only the feet, but you would be surprised how good it is actually.
Excellent. So why are you passionate about reflexology and massage?
Well, I love helping people. I think I've always loved that, and you know, it's really nice to see how people come to you with different symptoms. You know, we all have, you know, I believe in the body and mind and the spirit connection. So we have our, you know, problems in life that they obviously settle in our bodies. And then you know, I love helping them to guiding them a little bit and see what are their lifestyles. Are there any things that are causing, you know, those aches and pains or stresses? And so I like a lot to talk about that with them, to see, to guide them to find what the causes are, and to see by changing your lifestyle a little bit might help you to improve. I always find that is so important for them. I mean, it's not that they come to you and I fix them. I don't fix people. It's about them to put in from their side as well, because it's like we help each other help you, but it'll be nice if you do a little bit of the change of environment or routines to help yourself. It does make a difference. So I try to work through that holistic view, and it does work really well, especially with the people that actually follow the advice and they try to improve their lifestyle. It does make such a massive change. So I love that. Yeah.
So are there any things that, like, when you've had somebody who's come to you, has anybody ever said to you, oh, this was really surprising, I wasn't expecting that? Tell me a bit about that.
Well, for example, with reflexology, especially people that I haven't tried before, there is, you know, people think it's just a massage, for example, and it's not. So they are really, really surprised of how relaxing, how it brings them into another level. And I see that it helps you to connect to yourself. So they, you know, I hear very, very good comments about that they are like, oh wow, I just don't know where I was. I just came back. Or after a massage as well, when you go through, you know, the different parts of the body, how it's a way of reconnecting with yourself and suddenly finding these niggles that you are not, you know, you're not aware of, and suddenly, oh, I'm very tensing here. And then is so amazing for them to find those niggles and those things that they were not aware, and then having them release as well. So
So do you think that's quite common? Do you think it's quite common for people like you and me to have things going on in our body that we don't even know are there?
yes, that is really, really common, because what happens is that we are really resilient. Our bodies are so resilient. We just get on with things and we carry on. Sometimes we pressure ourselves so much with the stresses in life. You know, if we are parents, we have stressful jobs or whatever is going on in our lives, or sometimes emotionally speaking. And then we just keep going. And then suddenly there is a time where your body said, you know what, I had enough. And then you kind of have these aches and pains that they come from maybe weeks, months, years of pressures that you be putting yourself, your whole being into all these pressures. So yeah, it's quite amazing how you can find that, how resilient we are. We just carry on, basically. We just carry on until we just have a crash, something like that.
Yeah, so it's like the body adapts to stresses and strains, and
Yes,
we just don't really notice that it's doing that.
yes, exactly. And also depending when you, for example, do change activities that you are not aware of, and then you suddenly have this, oh, suddenly I've got a back pain. Why is it coming from? So, you know, for me, it's very important to have a conversation with the clients before, to see, they come with your symptoms. I say, okay, what have you been doing the last week, month, or whatever, to try to understand where it's coming from. It's a little bit of a detective work, actually, because sometimes they haven't realized that suddenly they got a new puppy, and the puppy is pulling their hands so hard, and then it's just they got neck pain. Where is it coming from? What have you changed? So I'm really interested in seeing what has changed in their lives, or if they've been doing something repetitive, if they have a repetitive job, manual job, where they just, you know, screwing things and with the arms up. Obviously that is going to cause lots of problems in the upper part of the body. So it's very important for me to understand where they come from. So I find that, although I have obviously the time of the people that come to see me for a massage or reflexology, I like to understand where they are and where they've been, to see why they are feeling the way they are feeling.
So a lot of people see massage and sometimes even reflexology as just like a luxury treat, as opposed to a therapy, as opposed to it being therapeutic. So what I'm hearing you say is that this can really kind of have a more, I assume, a more long-term benefit to your health. Does it help people recognize some of these subtle stresses and strains?
Yes.
After they've been to you, do they then in the future go, oh, I know what this is? And
yes, I think it's very important. I mean, sometimes they come to you and they haven't been aware, and then when you tell them, just be aware, you know, for example, when you sit, are you sitting correctly? You know, where our phones really you know, protect, you know, we get this
now.
yes, it's so we are so used to that. Or the computers, for example, you have people that they do they are sitting in their laptops nowadays with all these you know, after the lockdown and everything, lots of people have been working from home. So I found lots of people with lots of aches and pains because of that, because the environment where they are sitting is not the right one. And then it's just making, you know, trying to understand how to help them as well. Maybe they don't take any breaks, so they are in the same position for hours and hours knowing, and obviously that's going to cause discomfort. Then your body is very resilient and gets used to it, but after a while you start having pains, and usually it's not in the place that you think it could be somewhere else. So it's quite interesting, and I don't know if I'm answering your question. Into something, but yeah, it's all about understanding, and it's not just a treat. That's what most of people think. Oh, I'm gonna have a treat massage. I find it like incorporating into your life in order to, you know, to help yourself. Exercise, stretches are so important. I always encourage people not to go for an hour, 2 hours like exercise, just gentle exercises. We think something that you love, that you like, otherwise you are not going to do it. And then an hour maybe is too long. Well, do 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Start with little by little. And then as you enjoy, and then you're going to change it, because suddenly your life changes and now you want to go running. So, you know, it's all about, getting these little routines around your life that they are going to help you to do and be who you are. So I think that's really important.
I think that's really good, that it's not just a case that somebody comes to you and you massage them and they go home, but that you're looking at the whole person, what's going on in their life, and other bits of advice that you can give them to help protect them from the stressors getting to the point where your body screams at you.
Yes, exactly. And not wait until that happens, because when that happens, as the body is very resilient, usually people come to see you and they are like, oh my goodness, I'm in a mess. But as I've been doing this, then I got regular clients that come to me regularly, because they know they come regularly, maybe fortnight, maybe monthly. They find that they can do their things, they can do their jobs, they can do the exercise much better than if they just leave it and they're just in agony. And then in order to to go through that phase, why are you going to do that? If you kind of top it up, relax all those muscles, then you are going to have performance in your sports are going to be better. Performance in your life in general is going to be better. You're going to be more relaxed. Everything is going to be more oil up, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, lubricated.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, lubricated. That's it. That's the word.
So what are some of the other things that might worry people before they come to have a massage or a reflexology session? Have you ever had anybody that's gone, oh, I thought it was going to be this, and but it isn't? Like sometimes the media gives the wrong impression, or different places give the wrong impression of what massage is as a therapy and what reflexology is as a therapy, as opposed to what you might find in a spa. So obviously there's the age-old masseuse, which has naughty connotations.
Yes.
But I think when it comes to therapeutic, the therapeutic idea, is there things that might stop people from booking that they don't really need to worry about?
I think some people, obviously, some people maybe they are not used to people touching their bodies. They are not used to that. So obviously that might be stopping them, because they're like, oh, I don't know, or maybe I don't know if I'm going to be exposing parts of my body, and I don't like my legs. I don't like my arms. So I'm here to let you know that we are all in all different shapes and forms. We all have our things hanging around here and there, and it's okay. It doesn't matter. It's not about being, the massages are only for fit people and people that go to the gym. Is for everybody, all sizes, shapes, ages. Is so beneficial. And that, just if you think, okay, just give it a try. If you haven't tried, just give it a try. And then the therapist is always going to be aware. You can tell them, I haven't done it before, and we can explain to you how it works, what to expect, how it's going to be. We are going to be covering you all the time, so you're not going to be completely exposed and think, oh my goodness, now my bum or whatever. So we cover you with the towels. We only move the towel away to expose the area we're massaging, so then you are basically fully covered. And that's the way it works. And with reflexology, for example, I got some people that they think it's a massage as well, so they don't really know what it is, or it's gonna tickle the feet as well. Some people have lots of tickles, and then we use firm pressure, not to hurt you, obviously, and we can just adjust it how you are, and then we play by ear on the day. It's very talking. I always gonna talk to you and see how you're feeling. Is this too hard, too strong, too light? And then, so yeah, give it a try, maybe.
So when somebody has
maybe you say, I don't like anybody.
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
We had a little bit of an internet.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
That's fine. And so when somebody has a reflexology session, what kind of things do they feel? Do they go through? You know, what's the feedback been for you from reflexology clients?
Well, most of them, I have to say, they drift off, they fall asleep. It's really relaxing therapy. And most of the people fall asleep, or they are in and out of this kind of a state when you are like a little bit like meditation, a little bit in and out. Some people are asking me lots of questions, and I try to tell them, just relax, because obviously when you are in the treatment, if you are like feeling it, closing your eyes and breathing and experiencing it, is better. And then I can tell them, if they have any questions, I can tell them what I found later, or if I saw anything, and any tensions in any areas, because everybody's very interested about that.
Mm.
And some people haven't had it, and so they basically ask lots of questions, and I try to direct them into just enjoy, and I'll tell you that. But I think the main thing with any therapy is that your therapist is there to answer all your questions basically before. So if you have any worries, or you don't really know how it works, we can explain it to you, and then to reassure you how it's going to go, and then you know what to expect. Then the first time when you come, then you've experienced it, and then next time you come, you see, oh, I know what it goes. Because humans, we are a little bit like that. We are like, oh my goodness, what is it going to be this
You just have to do that first one, don't you?
Yes, you always explain. And always the first time that somebody comes to me, I explain to them. We have the consultation form. I explain to them also what to expect after the treatment as well. You have to drink lots of water, you have to take it easy. Sometimes people are very busy in their schedules, but I try to tell them, just take some time, downtime after, so you can benefit from it, instead of jumping again back and going to work, running around. So it's nice to have it when you're going to have maybe an afternoon, an evening, resting at home, maybe going for a leisure walk or something gentle. That is very important as well, because then you can benefit more from it, instead of just suddenly switching back into your stress mode. And all these therapies, they help you to relax. So, it's good to take advantage of that.
Yeah.
So it lasts longer.
So I've seen things before that say that reflexology has like different parts of the feet relate to different parts of the body. And so how does that work? And how are, our day-to-day activities affecting our body through our feet?
Yes, well, basically on the feet, there are reflex points that are connected through the meridians in our bodies. And then that's connected to certain organs. Then there's certain parts of the body.
But the meridian, that's the energy. Is that like the acupuncture energy?
Yes, well, it's based in Chinese medicine. Yes, so then it's kind of, those meridians are connected, and in the hands and the feet and the ears, as far as I know, there are lots of reflex points. So you could also do reflexology on the ears. I mean, I'm not qualified to do that. You can do it on the hands. I can do that on the hands. So, for example, if you have, I don't know, for example, here on the hand, that's the shoulder, for example, you can see it. So then if you feel like you have a little bit of, I don't know, have a little bit of tight shoulders, you can just self-massage. There is lots, on the hands, you can do lots of self-massage. So basically, there are certain points they found out, that is the case. And it really works, I have to say. I've had it myself, and I've done it on people. And then sometimes I'm doing their feet, and I'm doing this area but on the feet, and then I like to make notes to remember, obviously, how it's gone. And then, oh, your shoulders were a bit tight, and they say, oh, you know what, yes, my shoulders have been playing up. So it's actually, what you find like congestions in those areas that because you've studied reflexology, and then you kind of find the connection. Or for the hormones as well, is very good, because you can just hit some areas where it's helping you to relax, or to help you with the hormones, maybe with the menopause and things like that. So it's quite,
does it like help the flow of the body?
Yes, it's kind of those areas when I work through them, you feel them that they're congested. So you basically, you're moving energy around, you're just moving things. And then if you find that it's a little bit sandy, you just work it a little bit more to kind of allow the flow. That doesn't mean they have a problem, as I said before, on the lungs or whatever. They might come with a cold and you might feel something there. It might be just energy blocking there. So that doesn't mean you're going to have a heart attack tomorrow if you have something in your heart area. But that area for some reason is congested, and you just work it, just moving the energy around.
So you don't mean like a vein congestion, you mean like an
No,
energy
it's energy. Yeah, I think it's more energy. And obviously it's the same when we have like congestion in our bodies. If the energy doesn't move, it gets stagnant, isn't it? So we're helping it to move, and then in a way it's preventative as well, if you know what I mean. So you're moving things along, and it's helping to keep everything moving. At the end of the day, we need to move, and if we don't, we are sedentary, we're probably gonna be very stagnant, have lots of stagnant energy. And with these treatments, massage, reflexology, you help things to move along. Aid circulation as well. When you're going through and doing the reflexology in the feet, you're aiding circulation, you are moving, things. So it's quite good.
So some people consider energy and working with energy in the body as being a bit woo-woo, or
Yes.
Have you ever had a cynic that's come to you?
No, I think probably the people that are cynics maybe don't come to me. But I know what you mean. When you talk to people, or maybe when I was actually training to be a reflexologist, you approach your friends and family, and some people are more, oh, lovely, more open, and some people are more close about it, and they are like, oh, exactly, well, this is a bit weird, what are you talking about? I don't understand really. But then they actually benefit as well. They relax, and they just, so you don't have to believe. I don't think it's a, it's a how do they call it, it's not the placebo effect, because some people have come to me and they are like a little bit, and they've enjoyed, they have a reflexology treatment, they were snoring like crazy. So it does relax, it has lots of benefits. And if you don't know what it is, I advise you to give it a try, and see. It might help you with your insomnia problems, it might help you to relax, to de-stress, it might balance you, so it's quite beneficial.
So just coming back to the meridians, and you were saying that so if you have like maybe something in your shoulder, you might feel it, you might need to massage there.
Yes.
Does the pressures, the everyday pressures that we put on our hands and feet, does it have the opposite effect? So if I was, say for instance, I had some ill-fitting shoes that pressed that shoulder point, would I notice a shoulder problem and it wouldn't really be my shoulder?
Well, I'm not sure about that, but I have to say that it's true that sometimes when I do the feet, it might be, in a certain area that I say, oh, this might be the area that it is you're feeling congestion, or it might be that the person went yesterday and walked for miles and miles and is muscular. So it might be muscular, or it might be connected to the reflex points. I'm not sure about the other way around, but I would say that if you have problems in your feet, you have bad shoes, that is going to affect your whole structure in your body, and you're gonna, if you carry on with those bad shoes, it's obviously going to cause you maybe knee problems, ankle problems, hip problems. But I'm not sure if you know what you mean about the points. But I think, thinking it rationally, obviously, if you don't have good shoes, it's going to cause you lots of problems.
I just wondered if it worked the same way with energy as it is, with, like, say for instance, nerves. So I remember, because I have a joint problem called hypermobility syndrome.
Right.
When I was diagnosed, I had pain in my fingers, and it was because there was something wrong in my neck. There was nothing wrong with my fingers.
Yes.
Carrying along my arm and into my fingers. And so I wondered if, like, meridian energy points are working a similar way or not.
Yes, well, that's more like, I think what you're talking about, muscular pain and things like that, and the nerves or whatever. That is true. Sometimes you find that people are like, oh, my neck and shoulders are really, really painful, because maybe they have very bad posture. They are all like this, you know, some of the computers and things like that. And then you find that what happens is other muscles that never ache, like here, they are very tight, you know, and things like, oh, they have pain here shooting down, and it's something that is trapped here, trapped nerve here, so that is connected. But coming back to the meridians, the only thing that I can connect with is that if you, when you are massaging, or when you are working in an area, you are releasing that area. So if for some reason, I suppose, you are all the time hitting that area, yeah, I suppose it has a connection. So maybe you are self-massaging or overworking that point. That's the only thing I can think about. I'm not really sure. I can't sign by it, but you know, making the connections, yeah, obviously.
It would seem logical, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I'm being logical, exactly. I'm being logical. I haven't heard about that, but I think I'm just being logical. If you overwork an area a lot, obviously that's going to have an effect on the, maybe it's rubbing that area. So maybe you are self-massaging in a way, in a good way, maybe.
So for somebody to come and seek help from a reflexologist or a massage therapist, what kind of reason would they have for coming? What would be your advice? You know, what's going on for somebody that they might think, a reflexology session would help me with this, or a massage therapy would help me with this?
Well, usually if you have any musculoskeletal issues, I would say massage is better from my point of view, is better, because it's more direct, isn't it, on the areas. We do suffer, for example, a lot when we are in offices. We are sitting, you know, there's lots of musculoskeletal, they're sitting in our asses for so long. We need to move things. So I would say a massage. Reflexology is very good also for relaxing as well, and I find it for balancing the hormones as well. People that then don't like their body to be touched, they are quite keen in having their feet to be touched. Sometimes you find those also. Sometimes you find clients that they are not really into the massage, taking the clothes off, because of, you know, they don't feel like they want to do that. So they find the benefits, and you know, with the reflexology, they come to, oh my goodness, it's like as I had a full body massage just by touching my feet. So I think it's about taste, yeah. But for example, with the reflexology, you go deeper into balancing hormones, and maybe with the massage is more musculoskeletal, I would say, and relaxing as well. With the massage, you get good circulation of the body, lymphatic system. But do you affect the hormones? I'm not sure. But with the reflexology, you go a little bit deeper, because you go into these internal organs.
So it's not just for athletes, it's not just for people who are working out. Anybody really can benefit from it.
Yes, exactly. Yes, because in the olden days, massage was like only for athletes. I think massage is for everybody, all sizes and shapes, all ages, not to make them chronic and suddenly you can move. So you want things to move and incorporate in your life, obviously, some sort of exercise according to your needs, your ability. I think is just to keep a good balance. So I would advise people to have a balanced life. To have a balanced life. I think it's nice to take care of yourself, basically, in general. Like, we try to eat healthy, we do exercise, and then with massages or reflexology helps you to balance and to help with your performance. For example, massage is very good for that. If you do a sports of any sort, if you want to, you know, do a massage before half marathon.
What about as an office worker? I spend my days, I don't know if you can see here,
yes,
on the bed.
Yes.
Oh, that is. So you can see, I sit on my bed and I work.
Yes.
So, you know, is it?
Yes.
What about for my performance? I'm not an athlete, clearly. Would it help me, like, with my performance, just sitting here doing office stuff? I think we've got a bad connection.
Yeah, some pains, it will move all this energy. Yes. Yes, I was saying that it'll help you to iron all those things, to move, to aid circulation, to move along, because if you spend long periods of time sitting, and especially if you don't take breaks, that is going to have an effect in your body. Our bodies haven't evolved to be sitting. Our bodies were evolved to run, to hunt, to do things. So then, because we spend so long time sitting, obviously that is going to cause problems in your glutes. You're sitting in your, sitting all the time in your legs. You are not moving too much. Maybe you say, oh, I have to finish this, and you've been there for 2 hours without realizing. So a massage can help you to move things along, to help you with those aches and pains. And if you come to see me, I'll advise you to do some breaks. Yeah. Do a stretches in between, move along. Just because you have a job that you don't move too much, that doesn't mean you have to be sitting there for 7 hours, for example.
Can you show me something I can do now?
Yes, you could for example, I always advise my clients, to, if you are sitting on a chair, for example, something easy to do, you can just place one hand on the other side. Let's say you place one hand near your waist or on your glute, and then the other hand at the back of the chair, and you can do some twists. And then you can do the other way as well. So the other hand on your hip, and the hand at the back of your bed, or if you hold the chair. So you breathe in, and then you grow tall, and you breathe out and twist. So you can do that a little bit, or maybe you can do some neck rotations. Just move a little bit. That's quite nice. Or you can maybe hold your hands at the back, clasp your hands at your back, and then you open your chest. This is really good because we tend to be very moving. Turn your head to the other side. To shoulder, that's quite nice actually. And then to the other shoulder. So gentle exercises, but I always advise after half an hour, 45 minutes, just get up and do the same, but do it, standing up a little bit. Go for a glass of water, and just do a few movements, stretching. You can turn your torso to one side, the hips looking at the front, and it's always nice if you follow the rhythm of your breath. So when you're one side, you breathe out. When you are, for example, looking at the front, you breathe in, breathe out. Another one that is really good for office workers, rolling up the shoulders, clasping the hands at the back. That's the one I think I told you before, but I think this is really good. Or maybe if you want to go up and here a little bit, that's really nice. So that's kind of moving all the things that you're sitting and you're not moving. And then the other side. Yeah, just basically that. And then maybe move your ankles and your wrists as well, like circling, so you can do it standing up, or if you find that you can't, just sitting down. And then the other side and the other leg. And just by doing this, you are bringing circulation into your body. Yeah. Shake it a little bit, and then yay! you move a little bit, and now you're like, oh, go for a cup of tea, go for a glass of water, and then you've recharged. It's just gonna take you a couple of minutes, and it does make such a difference.
Obviously, hydration is important because you've mentioned that a lot.
Yes, hydration is so important. We need to drink, our body, I think, is 80% of water, isn't it? So imagine if we are not drinking enough water, our muscles, our internal organs don't work well. So it's very important to keep hydrated, not like today because it's very hot,
but always
here in Folkestone. Always in winter, I find that we don't drink as much. I don't like water. I heard that from lots of customers. Well, just drink herbal tea, just drink something that is not dehydrating, to try to bring those, when you have salads, you are bringing water into your system, but water is really important for the whole body to function, basically. It's really, really key. And for example, if I'm going to do a reflexology treatment, or more difficult to for the muscles are usually more supple if they are drinking enough water. Yeah, everything flows better with water.
Cool. So how much does it cost then to have a reflexology session and or a massage with you at the moment?
Well, at the moment, I charge by the time, basically. So I charge 30 minutes is £30. Then an hour is 45, an hour and 15 is 50, an hour and a half is 55. So that's how it is. Usually I do treatments, for example, reflexology. If you want to have a taste of 30 minutes or an hour, I don't do longer than an hour reflexology because that is enough. Otherwise it's too much.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I've done some people that come maybe for reflexology for an hour, and then I do half an hour of neck and shoulders and head or something, or so they can mix and match. But it's according to whatever the people feel they need. Then we discuss it and we go for it. But yeah, those are my prices.
Brilliant. And so if somebody wanted to get in touch with you to try it out and see if it works for them and if they like it, how do they do that?
Yes, well, I've got a Facebook page called Kalma Holistic Massage. So they can contact me through Facebook if they want to. I've got my therapy at home, so I don't usually put my phone available or my address. Or if they can send me an email as well at yolaisi at msn.com, which is YOLAISI at msn.com.
And the Kalma Holistic Massage on Facebook, that's KALMA, isn't it?
Yes, it's Kalma with K. Yeah, exactly. Kalma Holistic Massage. And also, well, I've got that email as well, Kalma Holistic Massage at gmail.com. Maybe if they remember better.
Yeah, and I'll put those when we post it. I'll put those online as well, so people can see it if they want to get in touch. Brilliant.
Oh, lovely.
Well, I think
thank you.
That's it then. So it's been really good. Thank you so much for explaining to me some of the ways so that the massage as a therapy works and that reflexology as a therapy works, and some of the things that people don't understand it. So it's been really nice to clarify some of the things that people get, and to see that there are opportunities to try it out without breaking the bank, and to see that you can, look after your body in a more holistic way without it having to be strenuous or stressful.
Yes, that's very important. I think we, at the end of the day, we have to take care of ourselves. So, this is a very good way, with holistic treatments. I do believe. I mean, it's amazing to help you to carry on with your life and to be more balanced as well, instead of waiting until you just crashed.
Yeah,
it's very important.
Better than cure.
Exactly, it's very preventative. And also, if you come to this point where you are with this campaign, we can help you out as well.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, Yolanda.
Thank you, Claire. Thank you.
So thank you so much, everybody, for joining us in this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like to learn more about becoming a part of the Therapist Network family, if you're a therapist, please visit therapists-network.com. Details will be posted alongside Yolanda's details here. And thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Thank you.